Stanton waives this no-trade clause to go to New York. On the surface, the Yankees don't end up giving up a ton here. How big of a win is this for the Yankees, who were already just one win away from the World Series a year ago?
Well, it's an enormous win for the Yankees. Look, the best way to look at the Giancarlo Stanton trade is that it was really a free agent signing. The Yankees essentially signed a 28-year-old reigning NL MVP for a 10-year, $265 million contract with no competition. There was no one else really bidding them up due to Giancarlo Stanton's no-trade clause. Their calculus was, do we sign him now, or do we wait till next winter with this great free agent class that's going to include Bryce Harper and Manny Machado at its top, and probably be bid up on those guys much more than the price that we'd have to pay to get Stanton, plus these two lower-level prospects. It's a business win, and when you certainly look at the lineup it's created, it's a big on-field win as well for New York.
Talking about that lineup, Aaron Judge and Stanton combined for 111 home runs last year. You do have Gregorius still in the lineup, Gary Sanchez. Is any lineup even close to the Yankees right now?
Well, yes. I mean, certainly a lot of clubs are going to try to scramble to catch up with them, most of all the Red Sox, who are probably looking on in horror at what happened this weekend in New York. But look, don't discount the Astros, right? The champion Astros, they outscored the Yankees lineup last year. Perhaps they don't have dual 60 home run threats because nobody does. But what they do have is a very well-balanced, powerful lineup in its own right, and one that doesn't strike out an awful lot at all. They struck out the second fewest times in the league last year. That's a very difficult combination, as we saw all through October. It'll certainly be a clash of styles whenever these two face off. But, one thing you can't expect is a lot of runs one way or the other.
Now, what about the impact on the sport? I always argue that when the Yankees are really good, it's good for baseball because they have the biggest fan base, the most people that root against them, and they're the one team that maybe can draw national interest themselves. Is this good for baseball?
Yes and no. I think yes for all the reasons that you just stated. Certainly no for the competitive balance of the sport. It seemed as if we had just gone through an era in which everybody had a shot. We saw the Royals win a championship. It seemed like those mid to low level market teams might have a shot at a championship. Well, we just finished a playoffs in which the final four teams came from the four largest metropolitan areas in the country. And now it seems this offseason the rich will only get richer. You do have to wonder if we're headed towards another era of competitive imbalance in baseball, which is probably not good overall.